Hello everyone, welcome back to the software codes, and this is Khushbakht. So today we will learn about the REST APIs using Azure. I hope so you have done your configuration of codeigniter. So I have already created the project, and here I will create another directory with the name of API, because this video is about the REST API, so we need an API. API is basically file in which you provide the link, and through this link your app get or update or send, delete the data. Basically you can do the CRUD operations through this API. So let me remove this extra piece of code because I don't like it, and remove this as well. Remove, and that one too. And title, we will give the title of API testing, and that one piece of code also removed, and these comments. Remove this widget and that one button. I don't think so, because I will use it to get the data through API. So just empty function. Okay, so now open your Azure project, Azure server, and we have config, controller, logs and models. Open the model, and here I will create a file, an empty file with the name of test underscore model.php, and that's it. Open the project file. Yeah, and this is the basic syntax of PHP. And here we will create a class. My class name will be test underscore model. It will extends with ci underscore model, and this is our class. So now what we will do, we will create a simple function, but before this I will do further configuration, like it's a sort of registering your model class into the auto load class. So open this and come here, and here I will mention my class name and paste it here. Okay, now save it, and that's it. Now we will go back, and here is our controller, and here's our model. So just open the controller, create a new file, test underscore controller dot php, and this is our controller class. So now what we will do, we will open the file and the basic syntax of PHP, and now here I will paste these two lines. So instead of mentioning the header file in our Dart API, I have added the header here. Now create the class test underscore controller extends ci underscore controller, and this is our controller class, and save it, and that's it. Okay, now just open your model class, and here I will create a function. So we have a function keyword, and the name of the class, it should be get data, and so I have created the function. Now in this I will create a variable. I have declared a variable, and in this variable I will fetch the data from my SQL query. So the syntax is this hyphen arrow db, that arrow again, and query, and parenthesis open and close, and in this parenthesis I will mention, okay, if you are fetching the one row from the database, so you have to use the row keyword row function, and if you have a list of data, so you just use the result. Now in this I will mention my write my query, select static from emp, and it will fetch the data, list of data. And if this variable is true, then this, and else implement this. Now I will return my variable here, return array, and in this array I will pass three things. The one will be status, the second will be the message, and the third will be the data which I have fetched from my database. So status equal to true, and now message, this is my keyword message, and this is the message, the value. So fetched successfully, wow. And the third keyword is data, and I will pass this variable, and that's it. Now I will copy it and paste it here. So I will remove this, replace it with false, and also I'll change the message, failed to fetch data. So this is the message in case we are failed to fetch the data. And for example, if you want to pass some data from your from Dart file, so here I will take a variable argument of empid, and in this query I will do some addition where empid equal to this. So this query will fetch the data on the basis of this API, and this is our simple function to fetch the data. Now open the controller class, and here I'll declare a public function get data, and that's it. Okay, round brackets open and close. Now I will take a variable, and in this variable I will store the value of employee ID which I will send from my app. So post, this is the keyword I'm gonna use, and another variable, and equal to this. Now here I will mention my model class, and this is my model class, and now my function, this function, and paste it here. So that variable name should be same, and now echo JSON underscore encode, and here I will pass that one variable. And that's it. Now I will test my API. So open the Postman. I hope so you know about the Postman. If you don't know, so Postman is used to test your API that either it's working okay or not. So here first of all I will replace it with post because we have a post method, and now paste the base URL of your Azure file, and now here I will mention the controller class and paste, and that function which I have created, and here select the body and the third option, and in key we will mention the name of our key, and in value I will pass the employee ID. So I have passed my employee ID, and let's check that either our API is working okay or not. Yes, it's working fine. So this is our JSON, just copy it because we will make the model for it. So we have another tool The name of the tool is quicktype.io. So this tool is used to convert the JSON into the Dart code and any other language. I have already selected the Dart and paste it here. First of all, change the name of the class, get data model. Okay, this should be in the one line, so it will generate the code for you. Just copy it from here and open your Dart Android Studio, and I'll create another directory with the name of models. So type models and another file, get underscore data underscore model, and paste it here. So here we have our model, and now I will create another file for API, and we have get underscore data and underscore API. Okay, but before this we have to import a package. So open the terminal, type flutter pub add http. So with the help of this package we will be able to post our data. You can use the get method, you can use the post method, but here I am using the post method. And now flutter pub get, and ta-da, we are done with it. Now I will import the package. Import now import http and as http. So I have give it a name http, and using this name I'll access its function of post. So first of all, let me create the class my API, and that's it. We have created the class. Now I will create a function. It will return the future response of http. So future http dot response dot response, here it is, and get data API, and this is our function. So it's giving me error because we have to return the response, but before this we have to wait for a while to do the complete implementation. Now I just need the employee ID, so I will mention it here, required string emp id, and here var URI equal to URI dot parse. So here I will mention the link of my API, the one which we have used in our Postman for testing purpose. And now another variable response, and here I have http dot post, and here I'll mention the URL, that variable which we have created, declared before. And now this is the header which I was talking about. Okay, now I will add the body, and in this body I will mention the keyword, like key which we have used. So the key was empid and empid variable, and return response, and our error is gone. Okay, this is our API function, and we have completed it. Now coming to our UI. Here I will, let me remove this. Okay, I will use the list view builder. So list view dot builder, and here in item builder I will add build context comma int index. and curly brackets open. Why it's giving error? Okay, I have closed the curly bracket in a wrong place, so now the error is gone. Okay, so what we are gonna do, return a widget. I want to return the list style. You can use any widget, and that's it. So this is the my API class, because I'm gonna call the class here, call the API here, my API. This should be API equal to my API. Okay, I want to change this class name, because according to the standard the class name should start with a capital letter. So my and my API, and that's it. Let's import this and import. Now I will access my function of get data API, and here I will mention my employee ID 1818, and that's it. I have to store the result of this API in another variable. So this is the await. We have to use the async with it. Whenever you are using the await, you have to use the async. So just come here and copy this, and where it is, paste it here, equal to get data model, and copy this and paste it here. It will take the body of a response and close. Let's import the model file, and let's import it. Now copy this and come here and paste it here. Okay, so this is our another variable in which we are gonna store the data of which we have fetched from our database through API, and I will add a loop, for loop, int I is equal to 0, and now just copy this variable dot data dot length and I plus plus, and that's it. We have completed our loop, and now we will add the data in our data variable. So dot add and control space enter, and now just copy this and paste it here, and also add the index I dot, and that's it. Just copy this instead of writing it, so we can use the copy paste. And here as well I will paste it and paste, and we have completed our loop. Okay, just format the code, reformatting according to the Dart, and now I want to print the data to check that either we have something in it or not. Let's remove this. I want to give it a name of get data, and also I don't need icon. I want to use a text widget, so you can use any widget. I want to use the text widget, get data and space. Okay, now what we are gonna do, we'll run the app. So I have run the app, so let's wait, and yes, it's here. Oh, it's giving error. Let's solve it. What is the error? It's here in this area. We have error, so just wrap it with single child scroll view, Now let's check. It's again giving error. Let me check. We have not declared the item count. We have to declare the item count, and let's check again, and it's again giving error. Worries not, we can solve it. So just where is the error? Where is the error? It's here. What's it saying? Okay, so this is the problem. Okay, let me tell you the solution now. So simply just remove this and also remove this, and now run it. I have replaced the list style with text widget to check that either it's giving me data or not. So yes, it's the issue is resolved. So this was the problem, that we have wrapped our list view builder into the column and then single child scroll view. Just replace it again with the list style. And here I will just check. We have to replace the item count with the length of data list. So data dot length. Okay, so let's check it. It's not working. It's not fetching the data. Why? And it's not updating my UI because we have data in our list. So oh yes, I have not updated that state, that's why. So set state, just copy and paste it here, and copy and paste it here. And also I want to clear that data variable. Yes, so it can clear the previous data. And now and we will add our data in this list style. So just use the title. I want to give the title text because it's taking a widget, so I'm gonna use that text widget. And data index dot name, I want to use name as a title. And now another leading, copy, paste, and I will replace it with DBO, date of birth. Where is DBO? It's here. Okay, dot to string because its text is taking the string and DBO was integer. Basically it was date. Okay, trailing and paste, and here I will use location position. I think I should use the position. Okay, and let's run it again. So we have our data, but it's not looking good. I'm gonna replace it with the row because here currently I'm working about the API, not about the design. So just copy this and just cut it, and children argument children, and we will paste it here. Remove these title, leading and trailing. Remove, and third one remove. Okay, now let's run it, and again error. Wrap it with expanded because it will occupy the space which is available. So expand, it will adjust its the length of the text in the given space. expand it. Okay, and run it, and we have no errors. Just wrap it with a container to give a color. So colors dot pink. I don't like pink color, but still it's more prominent, so let's use it. Yes, you can see that this is our row, that much space our row has occupied, so just replace it with gray dot. You can select any shade, and that's it. Now you can see I want to remove that clear data, so you can get the multiple data in that list. And now I will press that get data button again, and we will wait for a few seconds because it's fetching the data from the server. And here it is, we have our data. So I think I should use some padding because there is no space between it. So wrap it with padding, and now check, we have spaces. Yeah, so that was all about the REST API. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment box. If you like the video, so just click the thumbs up. Thank you.